Hey, what's going on everybody? This is your boy Luis, and as always, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today's video is brought to you by Atoto. So they were kind enough to actually see my last video in which we installed the double DIN head unit to the Supra, and they were nice enough to send me a message to be like, hey, we got a new head unit, the Atoto S8, and we want to modernize your Toyota Tacoma since this is what it looks. So we're going to take it from looking like this to looking like this. So stay tuned everybody, we're going to do an unboxing, an install, and a review of this Atoto S8. Alright everybody, so we're going to do a pretty quick unboxing here. This is Atoto's new modern S8 model, 7-inch double DIN. To show you guys what comes in the box. I have not opened this at all. This is a universal head unit, so you will need a specific install kit for your specific vehicle. So in here, out of the box, we have a USB cable to connect any accessories. We have your regular connection harness with the microphone input. We got a secondary USB connection cable, so this is for any additional accessories that you would like to add. A wireless connectivity here, 4G. This is a SIM slot, so you could actually connect, have a phone connection to this, which is pretty cool. I don't think we're going to be using this, but it's an option just if you would like. On top of that, we have video output, Wi-Fi antenna, so a lot of options here that come straight out of the box. We have a couple RCA outputs, and I'm sure this has to do for any connectivity with any built-in amplifiers. We have our GPS antenna. This is going to be for the built-in navigation that comes with the Atoto head unit. A microphone. This is a 4G antenna, so never had that actually before, but as you can see here, it's a 4G antenna. You have pretty nice, it looks like this is a screen protector. Pretty cool. I have never ever seen a car stereo manufacturer provide a screen protector, so that is pretty cool. Mounting hardware with all the screws and the brackets, and then you have a second here screen protector. Pretty cool. Shout out to Atoto for providing that. All your instruction manuals, your support registration and stuff like that. As you guys can see here, this is a pretty sweet, very modern, slim. This is as thick as it gets. Pause. But all your connection points in the back. Like I said, this is the 4G plus 32 gigabyte model, so pretty cool. Very, very slim unit, and it's very, very lightweight. Not like your old traditional units that are pretty darn heavy. So huge shout out to Atoto. We have physical buttons here, so you have your power, volume down, volume up, your rewind, your skip ahead, and your home buttons down here. So pretty cool. Quick unboxing here. Let's get this thing installed, and I'll show you guys all the features that Atoto provides with this new S8 model. Let's get into it. Alright everybody, so first things first, we're going to begin with taking off the old head unit. You remove the cigarette lighter tray that's down here. There's a couple screws down here. You remove these, simple pop out right here. If anybody wondering, these are just second generation Toyota Tacoma knobs off of Amazon. I'll link these down below if anybody's interested in these. It updates the AC unit panel here. You remove this. I already loosened this up, so just so you guys know, there's gonna be a couple of screws here. You're gonna remove these two, these ones, okay, Phillips screws down at the bottom. All right guys, so after that you have to remove the bottom panel here. There's a couple pop screws down on the side here and down there. Once you take those off, they should be able to pop out like this. All right, everybody, once that panel's out of the way, there's just gonna be one more Phillips screw right here. You'll take this off, and then the whole trim is gonna pop off. All right, so easy peasy. From here, you're gonna have this panel off. Now I have some extra connections here, like my switches here. Don't worry about that, we're just trying to get this out of the way. A couple of disconnections you're gonna make down here at the bottom. Okay, that's for your cigarette lighter. So we're gonna disconnect those and pretty much take this little panel off. All right, everyone, so right here we have the old dated Kenwood head unit. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing is pretty dang good. It has Bluetooth and all that stuff, has a USB output here, but we want to modernize this. So I said 2 Phillips screws here. They're actually 10 millimeters, I believe, but you could use a Phillips. So we're gonna take these out, and down here, and this should pop out. All right, everybody, so this is pretty much out. Really quick, I forgot to mention, always make sure to disconnect your positive battery terminals up under the hood. So as you guys can see there, my battery terminal is disconnected. This is just to prevent any type of grounding or wires touching or anything like that, to prevent anything from getting damaged or anything like that. So this is out. All right, everyone, so basically this is on my old head unit, and what I gotta mimic is basically this mounting point. As you guys can see, obviously the new head unit is very slim, so what I need to do is I'm gonna grab some of the brackets that come with the head unit so I could have a mounting point for this specific bracket right here. This one right here, this is the one that goes to my Tacoma. So Tacoma, so I cannot just mount it up to the side of this, but they provide some brackets in the box, and these are gonna bolt up to the actual head unit, and I'll be able to mount this to one of these brackets. So let's get these installed. Alright guys, so I got a mess in the truck right now, but we're going to begin to install our GPS. Now what I want to do is actually mount it behind the mirror up here, and I'm going to run the wire behind my panel here, behind the side panel here, down to the bottom, across, and over to the head unit. So got to remove some stuff really quick, nothing crazy, all Phillips screw stuff. Move this bottom panel just to get access to the side right here, this side, and I removed the handle here. So yeah. All right, everyone, as you guys can see, I got my GPS wire ran all the way to the side here, up to the panel, and nicely mounted right there. Nobody even knows. Nice. All right, there you go. I actually mounted it on the panel right here to the side, so it looks like nothing's there. So it would pretty much blend in with the black panel. And just ran the wiring right here. It's gonna be heading out the way. And yep, all the access will be right here. So little by little, we're connecting things. So let's see. All right, guys, so a couple things we're gonna talk about. Basically, we have two USB provided cables here. This one's for a phone link. So if you want to mirror your phone via wire, you could connect your phone through this point right here. And this is going to be a couple of things. This is going to charge your phone, and at the same time, this is going to mirror your phone on the actual screen. But the good thing about this S8 model is that this has wireless mirroring. So I am not going to be using this, but it's provided if you need it. Another thing is here we have an external storage. So for those of you that are going to be mounting video cameras, so video recorders, or for the front and rear, you could have this wired and then plug in a USB storage here, and at the same time all your memory, any videos that you record for, you know, insurance purposes, any accidents or anything like that, all your video could be recorded via this USB, and this be connected to the back of the S8 doubled in. So yep, pretty cool that they provide both cables. In my situation though, in this case, I don't think I'm going to be wiring maybe the phone mirror, but not the actual external storage USB. Atoto is actually kind enough to provide these with any head unit that you guys actually purchase. Now, what are these? As you guys can see here, these go wired to any wiring for your built-in speakers. Now, they are converted to RCA outputs in case people have built-in amplifiers from the factory that actually get connected to the speakers. Or if you plan on adding an amplifier for your speakers, these are actually wires that get converted to RCA outputs. So you will have an easier connection for your RCAs and built-in amplifiers, or aftermarket amplifiers that get added to your speakers. So pretty cool that they're provided. I will not be using these because I have a external amplifier and my speakers are just hardwired, but pretty cool that they're provided. All right, so on my end, all that's left to do is basically get the wiring harness connected to the factory harness over here. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a universal head unit, so you will have to buy a harness specifically for your vehicle. Now Atoto can provide it if you look through their website. If not, you're gonna have to reach to some outsourcers to get that harness. I already had the harness from my previous basically stereo, so all I have to do is pretty much remove the old connection and start wiring everything in as far as my speakers and outputs goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin to do that. All right, I'm gonna truth here. I haven't started this yet, so let's see how quick the boot up is. Hey, that is pretty darn fast. That booted up really quick. All right, looks like everything's working. So let me clean everything up. Let me make any necessary connections, and we'll go from there. So really quick, I'm gonna show you guys real time boot up. See how long this takes. So as you guys can see, one of the key features automatically starts connecting to the iPhone. So Apple CarPlay pretty much loads instantly, and yes, this does have wireless Apple and Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. One key feature too is that this does have the ability to connect via USB, which I have right here. So if you wanted to connect your phone or mirror link it, it does have the option over here via this Carby link right here. So you would connect that and automatically connect it to your USB, and it would mirror link your phone directly. But in this case, I normally always like to use wireless Apple CarPlay. So all right, everybody, so some cool features about this is that there's 4 different types of ways for you to connect through the Wi-Fi or to the internet. Like I said, you have Wi-Fi, you have through Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth device, and then you have an access port, like I said, the one that you could connect to the back, which is a 4G network LAN. And the 4th one is actually having a USB hotspot link that you could connect via a cord. So those are 4 different types of ways that you could connect to this thing, which is pretty cool. You have plenty of options there. And all you have to do is basically go to your settings and go to your wireless LAN, and you could connect, like I said right here, you have a SIM card option, you have Wi-Fi option, you have a data usage via the SIM card. So another thing that I want to talk about is the Bluetooth connectivity. Like I said, one way is having your phone wirelessly connect via Bluetooth, and that is very good because it has SVC compilation decoder 4.1. So you had the most latest and advanced Bluetooth connection with this device right here. And one really cool thing that this head unit has is speed compensation. So I have this turned off right now, but basically what this does is the actual head unit will detect how much road noise is coming from you driving basically on the road, and the system would automatically compensate the volume depending on your outside noise from the road. So that's pretty crazy. It's something pretty cool that I have never seen any other head unit have. This is a QLED display, so it's very bright. I have it set up so if I turn on my headlights, it automatically compensates for the brightness as well. But if you go to the general, you'll go through all your options right here. You could actually select the type of camera assistance that you want to do for the rear and the front. So a lot of options here that you could do as far as like video playback as well. So another cool thing that this head unit has is the equalizer on this thing. It's pretty crazy, very advanced. You can control pretty much the front or just the rear. This has 4 specific 45 watt outputs for the speakers, and I believe it is 24 watt RMS for a subwoofer or any other inputs like that. So this is pretty cool. You could single-handedly adjust the front or the rear right here depending to your liking. And you also have the loudness right here. You have your default settings. You could change right here to other EQ settings. So pretty cool stuff here. Just like any modern head unit as well, this also has the option to be able to control your steering wheel buttons. Obviously this is a 2002 Tacoma. This does not have any options for buttons in the steering wheel, but you have the options here to pretty much be able to control pretty much any modern steering wheel that's out there. So that's pretty cool as well. So another thing that this head unit has is the ability to be able to have split screen displays. I haven't been able to find out how to do it just yet, but there are options to be able to do that, and I haven't figured it out yet. But you have the option to have split screens to be able to have 2 different things on the display, which is pretty cool. Another thing is that this has the option to be able to do certain gestures. So you could do something like this, for example, or like this, and it would either skip forward or skip backwards or pause, etc., etc. I haven't been able to play with that yet because I'm just opening this up, like I said, and installed it not too long ago. But it's there in the settings if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, or the ability to be able to do that is pretty sweet. A bunch of other things that you could do, like I said, you could change the startup logo. In this example, it's Atoto or the Android logo, and that's one of the best things about this head unit is that it's actually Android power. So any apps that you think of that you could download on the App Store, obviously I'm not connected right now, but any apps that you could think of, you could download on here. There's YouTube preset, there's Google Chrome, you have your basic maps, or like always, just be able to basically mirror your iPhone. And I'm actually recording with the phone right now, so it's not gonna do it, but you guys get the gist of it. All in all, guys, I cannot recommend this head unit anymore. This is a Atoto S8. It's pretty much top of the line with packing all the modern features that you could ask for or want. And like I said, the microphone is hooked up too, so I could tell, put it in the settings, tell the through voice to pause, play, skip ahead, or play any type of music. So alright guys, with that being said, I appreciate you guys always watching the videos. Huge shout out to Atoto for sending me this head unit to be able to install in the Tacoma and play around with, and pretty much do an unboxing and first startup screen for you guys. If you guys are interested in this specific head unit, like I said, head down below in the description, click on that link. It helps me and any vendor that's actually partnering up with me, you know, to get my name out there. LFA TV. We're more than just a super channel. We're here to review other products and automotive stuff. So as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything that you guys might want to ask me, please comment down below. I check regularly, and any other specific parts, like I said, they're linked down below. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. On to the next one. Peace.